Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Bros here, making a video about the new hand cannon in D2, which is strike specific loot or nightfall specific loot. And I just want to give you guys some tips on how to get the gun. The first tip that I have for you guys is extremely important, and it is not to die when you do this nightfall, because if you die, fuck! Does this shit work? Oh, hey, it's your boy Bros here, the streamer and the YouTuber that doesn't die in his PvE videos. Yeah, but like I was saying, this hand cannon is nightfall specific loot. And this nightfall is up until Monday nightish, morningish, Tuesday morningish, I think. I'm not sure about the reset time. But you have until then to try and get this hand cannon, or else you'll have to wait a month and a half to actually get this hand cannon. So I recommend grinding it right now. I actually missed out on last week's sniper because I didn't know anything about the specific loot and stuff. But I saw everyone tweeting and on Twitch and YouTube these videos, and everyone's title was grinding nightfall for OP hand cannon. And I highly recommend grinding this hand cannon. Now, there's a bunch of videos about this gun, like I said, and the reason that my video is late is because everyone's grind is different. Some people get it on the first try, some people get it on the second, and some people, it takes 14 fucking hours like it took me to get the hand cannon. Sorry about that. So to help you guys increase your chances and save you some time, I'm gonna give you some tips on how I learned and what I learned about the grind to make you get it much faster than I did, which was 14 fucking hours. And now the first tip that I have is while you're doing this, while you're speed running this, do not die, because if you, what the fuck? Okay, so now I'm just gonna skip past the 100 deaths that I did not have, of course, because I don't die in PvE, but that's beside the point. The point in this video is there's multiple ways to do this strike, and there's multiple theories that were told to me while I was streaming on how to get the gun. The first thing that I was told, unfortunately, was that you have to do it on prestige mode, and you have to get 60,000 points. And now the reason that's unfortunate is because that's what I did for my first stream, which was 7.5 hours. I played prestige the whole time on a 2.5 or 3.0 multiplier, switching it up. And what happens is, if you die in prestige, all three, you wipe. You go back to orbit, and you just lose a strike. So sometimes I'll play an hour and only get one completion. Now the reason that fucking sucks is because you do not have to be on prestige mode to get this gun. Now, I got told so many different things, and multiple people in my stream agreed on that. So that's what I did. And now I came back after 7.5 hours. I gave up, and I said, you know what, I need a break. And one of my buddies left. So I was like, you know what, I might as well just get off myself instead of trying to replace him. And the next day, which I got new information on, somebody came in my stream and said, I got the gun on normal with only 9,000 points. And I'm like, what? So what ended up happening is we tried it on normal. And one of my buddies got it on the second run normal, which let me know, okay, you don't have to be in prestige. You don't need 6,000 points. You don't need any of this bullshit. All you need to do is complete this nightfall, guys. So the best way to get this gun is to speed run it on normal. The easiest difficulty of the nightfall on normal. You throw in a Mida tool, which is my best tip, and you just run past all the enemies. That is the absolute best way to get this gun, and it works 1,000%. Now, your luck can still be bad, but overall, you should be pumping out 5 speed runs an hour compared to maybe 1, 2, or 3 prestige runs an hour, which gives you clearly 2, 3, 4 times a drop, depending on how successful you are in prestige. And prestige is just harder, and it takes longer. Enemies are tougher. You know, they do way more damage. But in speed runs, you hardly ever die. Sorry, but yeah, you hardly ever die, and it's just so fluid. And the enemies are weaker, and you just kill everything so fast, and you can just run past everybody. If you try to run past people in prestige, you're gonna die. So just, you know, go into normal, speed run the hell out of it, and go for this gun, man. It's totally worth it. Like I said, you'll have to wait a long time if you don't get it this week, but it will be back. But I would highly recommend grinding for it now. The gun is totally worth the grind. It looks amazing. It feels amazing. I'll have some PvP gameplay for you guys. I used it in about 6 or 7 Rumble games the night that I got it, and I really enjoyed it. For now, I'm gonna let you guys hear my reaction to getting this gun and watch the rest of the strike. You up?
Osiris would send his thanks, but he's already knee-deep in another simulation.
Of course he is. We know the way out. Try not to glitch any more Cabal into existence.
Hello?
I got it. Thank God he had no lucky rocket. I knew it.
Told you, man. Yeah, it was a hunter, dude. Second try hunter.
Oh, I'm dead.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you couldn't shoot it.
Oh, shit.
I got
Let's
that motherfucker. Let's go, baby!
Let's go!
I'm depressed.
Told you, man.
I'm depressed,
Hunter master
happy.
race.
Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Like, I'm fucking happy and it was sad. Like, my fucking life for the last 8 hours, man. Fucking
Yeah, I told you, man. Hunter. You gotta switch to Hunter.
That's the only way to do it. Is to be on a hunter. That's the only way to do it.
Let's go, baby!
Increase chances.
What was your masterwork?
Let's fucking
Magazine.
go.
You gotta.
Ah! Let's go, baby!
New YouTube video, bros. Reaction.
From the windows
D.F.A.
to the wall.
Yeah, magazine don't do.
So that was my reaction, guys. And as you can see here, the hand cannon is called the D.F.A. And this is how it looks. I think it looks incredible. And as you can see, this has a lot of range, stability, handling, and it has so much diversity on how you want to run the hand cannon. You can make it really good on reload speed, really good on range, really good on handling, really good on stability, or you can have it all the way balanced around. And the perks are really, really good on this gun. I don't really have any tips on how to run the gun. I think it's all preference, but what I will say is use Rampage in PvE and use the perk above it for PvP because it increases the accuracy and range on the opening shot, which is incredible for PvP. Now, my preference on the barrels is the second barrel. I think for me, for my playstyle, the polygonal rifling was best for me. But some people may prefer more range with less handling. Some people may prefer handling. It's all preference, guys. Now, for me, like I say, I go with the second barrel. But I tried all three. You really can't go wrong. So, with that being said, I'm gonna jump into some PvP gameplay and show you guys some of the things that I did with this gun.
You're in first place. Double down.
So yeah, guys, as you all can see, this hand cannon is pretty sticky. It has really good aim assist on it, which is one of the best things about the gun. You can never go wrong with aim assist. Here you can see the range. Doesn't beat out pulse rifles or scout rifles from cross map, but it still has a lot of range. It's extremely good in 1v1 situations. Here goes a crispy snipe, nothing to do with the hand cannon. But the one thing that does go with the hand cannon is almost every other secondary. I think it has enough range to run a sidearm or a sub. Of course, depending on the map. You know, if it's a map with long lanes, you want to run a scout rifle or a pulse, sometimes even an AR. But this hand cannon goes with every other gun in the game, in my opinion. I think you can run it with anything because of the range, because how deadly it can be up close. You can run your scout rifle or your pulse and use it as your push-up weapon, or you can run it with another push-up weapon and use it as your mid-range weapon. I mean, the gun is just, it's really, really crispy. And most of my shots hit with it. And they hit no matter where I'm at. Unless there's like, you know, like I said, cross map pulse rifle, like earlier in the video, I was being flinched a lot by pulse rifle across map. And the damage probably wouldn't have been that great anyway from that far. But this gun, man, it is really good. I've really been enjoying it. And I mean, I honestly cannot get enough of it. And like I say, Rampage isn't the best in PvP because you really gotta, there's only 9 or 10 bullets in the chamber depending if you have it masterworked or not. So I don't know if it's worth running Rampage, but the opening shot being marker, see you later, hammers, is really, really good. And you know, I wouldn't trade it. Like here, these shots, oh, nope. was gonna say these shots are crispy, but anyway, you guys can see, and like the 61's still hitting for full damage. It's incredible. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more gameplay, and then I'll hop back in and finish off the video with some commentary.
Your enemy can't kill if they're dead. You're in first place. This is amazing. Oh, look what you have.
So yeah, guys, as you can see, this hand cannon is extremely crispy. Hopping over, hitting a jump shot on this guy and outgunning him. Most of the shots with this weapon are criticals, which is really good. Which just shows how sticky it is and how high the aim assist is. There's a throwing knife right there to the face, and right here I'm gonna outgun a guy with the pulse rifle from mid range with this hand cannon by hitting mostly crits. And it just shows you how good the range on this gun is, and how good the stability is, and the aim is just everything. So overall, I hope you guys out of those clips could see like how crispy and consistent the hand cannon is, which is huge for me. Consistency is huge for me in PvP. I want my gun to do what I expect it to do, and there's not much bloom or no ghost bullets on this weapon, so I really enjoy it. And just to give a rundown of what the video is, it's how to get the gun and how good the gun I think is in PvP and PvE. I don't have any clips from PvE, but the gun is insane in PvE. When you run a rampage on it, I did a raid with it, and every kill you get, the damage stacks till it's ×3, and then it like one-shots any red bars in the head, and it shreds. So you remember, guys, run the strike, the Nightfall this week before it's gone, because you have to wait. Also, speed run it on normal, throw a Mighty Tool on, run past all the enemies, beat the boss. Do that until you get the weapon. And when you get the weapon, one of the coolest things about it is it's good no matter what perks you have on it. It's so customizable to your fit, whether you first ability, range, reload speed, whatever. Try out everything, because every way to run the gun is actually great. You cannot go wrong, but just keep testing the perks until you find what's good for you. Once you find what's good for you, stick with that, and you will love this weapon, I promise. Totally worth the grind. Incredible in PvE and PvP. It's easily my favorite weapon in the game currently, so I recommend everyone go try it out, especially if you're a hand cannon user. This is something that you must have if you prefer hand cannons in this game. Even though they aren't the best, they're not D1 hand cannons, this feels really good compared to the other hand cannons in the game. It is an upgrade from Better Devils, which I really enjoyed using. Yeah, just check it out right here, man. Crispy shots, crispy shots. This is probably my best clip with the hand cannon. And you know, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And I'm about to shit on a super, so check this out. But seriously, thanks for watching, guys. I really recommend you guys go try to get this hand cannon. Thanks for watching. Please drop a like. It really helps the channel. And I'll see you guys next video.
I need a hunter like you with the Red Jacks. "1 minute. You've lost the lead.